Hello, social media. Hello, everybody. Hey, happy Saturday. I am happy you have decided to join me on today. Welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous exclusive inspirational channel. I am so happy that you are here. So, hello, everybody. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So, anyway, check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from to check out. So check them out over at Amazon.com. And head over to my website for additional inspiration. And if you want me to coach you during this hour, feel free to reach out to me. And if you want to support and sow a seed into this word and to my ministry, thank you so much for doing so. So thank you. So don't forget, check out the books over at Amazon.com. So let me go with today's message. So be good to yourself by setting boundaries. Be good to yourself by setting boundaries. That's exactly what I'm saying. Be good to yourself by setting boundaries. So boundaries means like, when you're setting boundaries, that means it's like a line that you don't cross. It's like, you set a line for yourself. Like you set like, how can I say it? Let me put it, how can I say it? Boundaries definition.
Here's the definition of boundary. A line that marks the limits of an area.
So it's like you set a border. You set a line, basically. A line of how far that you're going to go within a certain situation. You set like a line. Like you say, I'm not going to cross this particular line. So let's go. Let's dive in. Be good to yourself by setting boundaries. So if you know that you can't hang out with certain family members, maybe you are on a success ladder, you are rising up, you are, focusing on self-improvement, you are focusing on getting better, you are focusing on changing, you are focusing on becoming a better person. But then you have your family members that's not their focus, and you guys are family. They could be argumental. They could be, maybe not having your best interests at heart. So you have to set boundaries of, how far would you go with them? Maybe, you can't hang out with them all day, because why? Their ways will rub off on your ways when you are trying to get better. You're trying to improve. You're trying to become better. And their focus is more on, carnal things, more on, focusing on natural things, while you're focusing more on spiritual things of becoming, better. Okay. And their focus might not be where your focus is. Everybody is not trying to get to the top of the ladder like you. Everybody is not trying to be a better person or trying to change their ways. Some people are comfortable being where they are, but you have been chosen to be better. You have been chosen to succeed. You have been chosen to go further in life. For instance, if you notice that me living in my hometown, I noticed that how much I have grown, from the people who lives in my hometown, and how much I have grown as a person. I was raised up in the projects, and to look back and be like, wow, I made it through this living. I made it through all of these different types of people and, overcome, not, being living, in a low vibrational place, a low standard, and that I climb above that, and just to see the growth, how far I have become, by seeing that tonight as I took a scroll, to the store, and just seeing the people, and how they're not focused on self-improving, they're not focusing on changing, they are comfortable just being, so basically it's like I have boundaries where maybe I won't go there, to that particular store all the time, because it's not really, it doesn't seem like it's a good place for me to go. So I'm like setting boundaries for myself in certain areas. So, it's not like you can love somebody, you can love your family, you can love, your child, you can love your husband, you can love your parents. But in some cases, you have to set boundaries for yourself of how far you will go, to protect yourself, protect your energy, protect how much would you tell them. Maybe you can't talk to them about everything. Maybe you can't say everything to them, because what they're going to do, they're going to bring you down. They're going to, disregard what you say. They're not going to see what you're saying. They're not going to be able to handle. Maybe some people can't handle who you are. They can't handle your positive energy. They can't handle your glass half full, energy, you looking being your best and your happy, high energy self. Maybe they can't handle that. Not everybody can, handle, the real you, the true you. But I was reading a book which I love, which is, I'm not going to get up from my seat to show it to you, but which is a great book. It's called The Wealth That Money Can't Buy. And it's by Robin Sherman. I believe that's the name, Robin Sherman. It's right in my, do I have it? The Wealth That Money Can't Buy by Robin Sherman. The Wealth That Money Can't Buy by Robin Sherman. Okay, that's it. Can you guys get it? See it? The Wealth That Money Can't Buy by Robin Sherman. Very, very, I call it delicious, because it's a delicious book. It is full with wisdom. So check out that book as well. Very delicious book. Because it's like a mouthful of just wisdom. So check out that book. And I want to say to you that in talking about that book, saying that, being yourself, you can't please everybody, right? And people are going to talk about you regardless of you being yourself or if you're not being yourself. People are going to find something to talk about you. So you might as well radiate. You might as well be your fabulous self. You might as well flourish, because, the people, okay, let me see. Where it matters to the people that, okay, how can I say? It don't matter how you are around the people who matter, but then it matters around the people who don't matter. Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying? So basically, you being you, it may matter to people who it is not important, who doesn't matter, right? But it doesn't matter for you to be yourself around people who matters, because they're like, hey, you're being yourself, you're being who you are, you're being free, you're being you, you're being the person you're called to be, and a lot of people, what's her name? I like her, Nicole Inspires. Hello, Nicole Inspires. I enjoyed you today. So anyway, like she says, what I'm gonna say it's like, what did she say? I kind of lost my train of thought, what she was saying, that was, important, you know, about, being, well, anyway, it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. But I want to let you know that, you know, you got to set boundaries for yourself. You got to set healthy boundaries for yourself. If you know that people are a certain way, my husband used to tell me this all the time. If you know certain people are a certain way and they're going to make you feel a certain way, then why do you hang out with them? Why do you continue to hang out with them? What's my answer? Because I love them. Does that sound familiar to you? Because I love them. That's my dad. That's my sister. That's my son. That's my daughter. That's my child. But they are making you miserable. They are making you feel horrible. You know, that's what they're saying. They are making you feel horrible. Okay, so I am here to say that you got to set some healthy boundaries. How can I set better boundaries for myself? Yes, you love them. So, okay, so what are some ways that you can set some boundaries? Maybe you got to, you know, have some space apart. You know, take some time apart. Maybe you can't go everywhere with them. You know, maybe you can't tell them everything, you know, because you know they're going to snap at you at any given moment. At any given moment, they're going to snap off at you because this person is hot-tempered. Some people are hot-tempered and they are angry people. You know, the Bible wants us to stay away from a hot-tempered person. I never known what a hot-tempered person was until, you know, I had a relationship that the person was very hot-tempered. You know, quick to anger, quick to get angry, quick to, you know, literally get angry. And, you know, and I was used to living with people and being with people who have control over their emotions. You know, some people don't have control over their emotions and they just literally fire off or they just literally lose it. And you can't trust yourself with them because you don't know. You're walking on pins and needles. You don't know how they're going to be. Are they going to be angry with you? Are they going to be cool with you? And you like literally, you know, you're like jumping, because you don't know how they're going to react, you know? And so, yes, you got to set some necessary, healthy boundaries for yourself. This is what you can do to show yourself self-care and to show yourself love. Yes, I love them so much. But do you love them to the death of you? Let me ask you this question. Do you love them to the death of you that is killing you in the process? That's the question you got to ask yourself. So you got to set some boundaries for yourself, and which is very important. You know, it's very important. And it doesn't mean you can't love your family. It doesn't mean that you can't show them love and be there when they need you, you know, if it's something that they really need you for, you know. So you can't, you know, you love your family, you know, it's your family. But, you know, you guys are different. You guys are on a different wavelength. You guys are different. So you got to move differently. You know, it's not like you guys were all walking the same walk, you know, but you guys are on different, you know, you're walking on different paths. So, anyway, you got to set the necessary healthy boundaries. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, being good to yourself and setting up healthy boundaries. We are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen. We are the chosen ones. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.